I know you love him from Drake and Josh. He's been in Oppenheimer. He has a new show to tell us about. Let's do this. It's KJ Today with Josh Peck.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. Josh Peck, welcome to the KJ Today show. It is the place for the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets. And do you realize, when I'm like, hey, we're going to have Josh Peck on, how many women still lose their mind? Drink it, Josh, drink it, Josh. Like, you are such a big part of so many people's lives. And there are so many people listening today excited to know what you've got going next. So let's talk about your new show, Best Bite Wins, Josh.
I'm excited. Thank you. That intro, wow, that made me feel very good about myself. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's a part of the positive vibes of this show. So you
I love
are,
it.
it sounds like this new show, Best Bite Wins, is like the party show for people who love food. Am I correct?
I think that's a great way to put it. It's about past hors d'oeuvres and about appetizers, which I couldn't believe there wasn't a cooking competition show that was sort of about that before. But luckily, it came just in time for me to host it, and my co-host Monty, who's a brilliant food chef, food writer, and each episode we have a party, and the person throwing the party says, "I want this kind of food, and this is the theme." And our six incredible chefs are tasked with creating a bite for that party. And then the guests get to decide what the best bite was, but they also get to decide which chef is going home at the end of that episode. So there's plenty of suspense.
More suspense than deciding on what appetizers we're going to get when we go out, Josh.
And I don't know about you, but I'm the guy, I fill up on hors d'oeuvres, I fill up on appetizers. People are like, wait to the main course. I'm like, what? So I can have dry chicken? Like, I'm all about this mozzarella stick right now.
Yes, yes, you are my people. That's what I want.
Good. Same here.
So, Josh, I've got some great questions from fans today. And one of them that came up, Katie wanted to know, because we were talking about, obviously, talking about this new show, and then talking about your career and how many interesting things you've gotten to do, including Oppenheimer. So are you, she wanted to know, are you an actor that gets bored easily? Do you like the dramatic, challenging stuff more? Or are you just up for whatever the next challenge is?
I really appreciate the question. I do get bored pretty easily, and I I just like a new challenge, and I really like the opportunity to work with talented people. And I'm not sure it gets more talented than Christopher Nolan. So I remember when I recorded my audition for it, I said to my agent, listen, I actually think it's a pretty good tape that I'm going to send, but I don't get movies like this. So this was a fun exercise in futility.
Aw.
And for whatever reason, well, it was apparently I was wrong, but that's, I think that's the good thing about constantly challenging yourself and believing that you can do something that you haven't done before and that is outside your comfort zone, because sometimes you get the part.
That is so amazing. What were you doing? Do you remember the moment that you found out you got this part that you didn't think you were going to get?
I was shooting a YouTube video, like that's so my life, that I'm shooting, a YouTube video, and then they're like, oh, you're going to go be in $100 million Christopher Nolan movie. I'm like, all right, sick. Now I'm going to go finish my YouTube video, but I'm excited.
I am also the kitty correspondent for Pet Pals TV, Josh. So I had several people who said you need to ask them about what it was like to work on Turner and Hooch and work with those wonderful dogs.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I did Turner and Hooch for Disney Plus, which was obviously based on the great Tom Hanks movie. And,
Mhm.
my co-star was a dog du Bordeaux, a French Mastiff. We had five of these beautiful, the sweetest dogs. My favorite, and don't tell them, was the older guy, Obi, because each dog kind of had a specialty. So one dog was young and just loved to sprint. And then Obi's facial expressions, he was sort of the older man. And so he just wanted to kind of chill and cock his head. And it was perfect. We had the greatest time. And the dog trainers were like on another level.
Now, do you have, Josh, do you have pets of your own?
Yeah, so I grew up with pets throughout my life, and now my wife's, we live basically 2 blocks from my in-laws, and they have a black lab, Jet.
Labs are so much
So
fun.
cute.
I love it. All right, switching over to it's always interesting the things that stick with people. Josh, Leanne said she was so bummed there was not more grandfathered, and she wanted to know about that relationship working with John Stamos and sort of having that father-son connection on screen, if it felt similar off screen.
That's so nice of you. And it's funny, doing the press for this show, a lot of people have brought up grandfathers, and it just means the world that so many people thought so highly of it. But yeah, I got to play John Stamos' son, which is in honor of the idea that I could share any sort of DNA structure with him, the Greek god. But on a human level, I've learned a lot from John. He's an incredibly generous person, and he's been really, really good to me. And I think we came together in a time in our lives where, we got married within a year of each other. We both had our first sons within a year of each other, and he's been a great friend.
All right, so I've got one more question for you. It's a big one, Josh. My co-host, we call her Gamer Katie, she is going to be induced tomorrow at 8:00. She's having her first baby.
Congrats. Mazel tov. Wow, how exciting. Get the Pitocin ready.
That was what I was going to ask, because she would love to be here talking with you today, but since she's not, what message can you give to her? What wisdom can you give to her in being a first-time parent?
Here's the best advice I got as a first-time parent, and I was going to say it's unsolicited, but you're soliciting it. So here we go. It's gonna be great. It's just gonna be great. And you don't know the kind of kid you're gonna have. You don't know what they're gonna need. But let me just tell you, people like to scare new parents and say, oh, you'll never sleep again. Any minor inconvenience of loss of sleep, or maybe you won't be able to go to brunch as often, will be so overshadowed by how uniquely great having a kid is.
Aww. Thank you so much, Josh. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to say, I can't wait to hang up with you and send that to her, because I don't want to hang up with you, because this is awesome.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, so Best Bite wins. Where do we watch it? Where do we go get in on this food party with you?
So you can check it out on Roku or the Roku channel online, roku.com. Whether you have a Roku device or you just want to stream it online, it's available on all the things, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, blah, blah, blah. But it's free no matter what. So I think that's incredibly cool. It's a really, really great show, and something the whole family can watch, really. So I hope people enjoy it. All
right. It has been an absolute joy to talk with you. Josh Peck, you're welcome back anytime on the KJ Today Show. Thanks for being here.
Oh, sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me for another celebrity interview. KJ Today, where you'll find the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets. If you like this interview, please make sure you give it a like, rate, review, and subscribe. And join us on YouTube the first Wednesday of every month for the full KJ Today Show, where we play trivia, bring you more celebrity guests, and even a pet of the week to keep you feeling the positive vibes.